with it, bringing it up now for the Bucks. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Middleton outside. Outside Matthews. No good on the triple. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And it's LeVert missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall. Others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Get a break in the action. Now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Milwaukee. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course there's the Nets. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Pass to Irving to stop the run.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Yep, it counts.
You know, Bledsoe is not a big guy, but he's got big boy strength. He's a powerful combo guard and can convert through contact.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved. Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender.
It's deflected.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And here's Giannis from outside. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irvin kicks to LeVert. Pass to Durant. High arcing shot and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7. And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Now, here is Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Harris passes to Dinwiddie, and here is Durant. Lets it go from 14. Can't convert the two-handed jam. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. A new shot.
The free throw drops for Durant. But we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game. But in your mind, who's the best who have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics? Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names.